and gentlemen, the Taco Homies, Dustin Plates, Mango Asan. How y'all doing today?
I told you he'd be back.
I'm back. Had a little studio, thing going on last week. Making them hits, But I'm back this week. Dustin Plates has some topics he wants to discuss. What do you want to start with?
Let's start with the NBA MVP race. Specifically, I talked last week a little bit about it. I want to talk about it a little bit more. I think it should be narrowed down to Stephen Curry and Russell Westbrook. It should be between the two of them. I don't even think LeBron James should be mentioned in the race anymore. He will be because he's LeBron.
Of course.
And I don't know, maybe James Harden, if he goes crazy again, might end up back in the race. But I think for the most part, it's just those two guys. I've been saying that, Russell Westbrook, you can't ignore the fact that he's had 4 triple-doubles in a row. He can have many more in the last couple games of the season, last couple weeks of the season. Right. To me, what Stephen Curry is doing isn't so much going to be showing up on the stat sheet, but if you just watch him play, he just looks like he's better than anybody else on the court. He's just walking.
Effortless play, man.
Exactly. Looks like he's not even trying.
Not even trying. The dude he's incredible.
They said that he has a 0.4 second release from the last dribble to the second that the ball rolls off his hands. It takes him less than 1 second to get from the last dribble to releasing the shot. And it's the fastest ever recorded in NBA history.
That's crazy.
So, but I do believe that it will go to Stephen Curry because he's been playing crazy all year.
All year.
The whole year. Nobody expected the Warriors to be the number 1 in the West.
Right.
And they're just killing it right now. And there could be a possible showdown between Stephen Curry and Russell Westbrook in the first round in the West because
that would be nice.
The Thunder are looking like they might be number 8. They have a chance to move up a little bit, but there's a possibility of having number 1 Golden State, number 8 Oklahoma City, and that would be probably the best first round matchup we've ever seen.
Right.
So, especially if Kevin Durant comes back.
Yeah. How long is he out for?
I don't know. They say
no timetable.
He could be coming back anytime.
Okay.
What they're expecting for Kevin Durant is they're expecting him to come back but not be completely himself.
Right.
So what they're hoping is that Russell Westbrook can keep up with this, taking over the team, and maybe Kevin Durant could be like the Ray Allen of the team, like find a spot, wait for the pass, and take some shots here and there, and then just get back on defense.
He's not going to be able to do all that running and
he's not going to be jumping over anybody anytime.
An injury like that is sometimes it's career ending.
But they say if he can come back and be 90% of what he was,
right.
The Thunder got a chance to do something, and if that is the matchup, the Thunder have a bigger team. They have, the height advantage. So there could be a possible upset. If you think about last year's MVPs on a team, could be this year's MVP, which I think that would be historic to have 2 different teammates 2 years in a row make MVP. I think would be historic. I don't think Russell Westbrook's going to get it, but they're saying that if you look at Golden State, their biggest weakness is they're big guys in the middle. They don't have, those big lumpy dudes that just bulldog people and bully people. And, Oklahoma City's got Serge Ibaka and other guys that could do that. So it could be a crazy matchup if that ends up in the round 1 matchup. That would be exciting.
Yeah. I'm just glad there's new blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these playoffs coming up and whatnot, man.
Spurs are still hanging around.
I just want to see, some of these other teams, man, come out and, let it be known that they're in the league, man.
Tacos! Chip Kelly.
Oh, boy.
He's a duck.
Big duck.
He's a fucking duck. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows the whole big storyline of him moving up from being a great college coach for the Oregon Ducks, a team that I hate,
You know I hate him. I'm a Florida State dude, so you already know.
He really hates him.
Yeah.
I respect Chip Kelly. He's a coach now for Philadelphia Eagles. Everybody's been kind of questioning his motives behind some of the moves he's been making lately, because he's been dropping a lot of big name players, and in hopes of bringing in some past Oregon Ducks, or maybe drafting for everyone's talking about in a draft he wants to take the quarterback that he once coached, and that kind of sounds practical. Okay, I can see that as a coach wanting to coach the same guy,
right?
But now people are starting wondering if there's race involved, if there's any racial intentions involved, because most of the players that he's letting go are those players that are powerful in the locker room, that have a say with what goes on in the team, considered to be the team's leaders, and they happen to be black guys, and he's just letting them go. LaShawn McCoy was considered to be the most versatile running back last year. The only argument, maybe DeMarco Murray had a better year rushing, but LaShawn McCoy was seen as the best running back in terms of getting handoffs, taking passes, whatever. And the fact that you let this guy go, you're already paying him. They're just gonna let it just let him go, and he's the best running back in the league.
Right.
At least he was last year, maybe even the year before. The best running back in the league, killing the fantasy game, and they're just gonna let him go. And they traded him for Kiko Alonso, another Oregon Duck, and so there's some questions about is there racial intentions involved? Because you take the best player on your team, who anybody would love to have. Probably that one guy that made the team as good as it was, because for a while they were in contention to make it to the playoffs. They didn't make it to the playoffs last year, but they were in contention for winning the division title, even though they didn't. So it's kind of like, why would they do that? Like, you take your team's captain and supposedly from what I heard, like, he was not just really good on the field, but he was great in the locker room too. He was that guy that showed up before anybody else. He left after everybody else. He was the first to come, last to leave, and he did everything Chip Kelly asked him to do. And Chip Kelly just decided to let him go for a player that had some shine his rookie year, but nobody really knows about because he didn't play it all last year. So what do you think about that?
I mean, I understand you're trying to recreate something, of your past or whatever, but you got to be smart about it. I mean, getting rid of McCoy, to me, I didn't understand it. I still don't understand it. I mean, somebody that explosive, that powerful, you're supposed to keep that and build around that. You know what I mean? The main thing to me, you see this here. So, the running game. You know what I mean? You can't rely on a quarterback, because the Eagles always been that way. You could look, from McNabb and Vic and even way back to Randall Cunningham. You know what I mean? It's always been about the quarterback. You gotta let the quarterback, play his game and utilize that running game. So once again, I don't understand it.
Yeah, basically, if it ends up working out for him and the Eagles do great, he'll be seen as one of the best coaches ever.
Oh yeah, he'll be a hero.
If it doesn't, he'll probably be fired in a year or two.
So I mean,
people are giving him 3 years tops if they don't make it to the playoffs.
Right.
Because of all these moves.
Yeah. And there's only been like one or two coaches, I can think offhand. Jimmy Johnson, making all these trades and maneuvers and whatnot, and he built this dynasty in Dallas. That's what he's trying to do. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Come September. Can't wait.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll have some fun in September.
Oh man.
Tacos. Everybody knows that we're wrestling fans. We watch wrestling. We love wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge fan of NXT. To me, it's, ROH is the best in terms of the pure wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
NXT to me is the best that the WWE has to offer in terms of that wrestling fanatics wants. They don't have so much of the bullshit storylines.
Right.
A lot of it is just really good wrestling. And I was kind of disappointed this last week. NXT really wasn't that great. They tried to have a lot of rematches from their pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like, okay, Kevin Owens, the champ, he didn't have a match. So it's, everybody else who did it was kind of like we kind of seen those matches already. Or, we're not really interested in seeing those matches again.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole NXT thing, I hope NXT brings it back next week and really, or this week. I hope they bring it back and get me excited again because I love watching NXT.
Right. I think a lot of the reason to that is, WrestleMania coming, and they're more focused on, what's going on there. The whole Bray Wyatt, Undertaker, Sting, Triple H.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
We got a lot of stuff going on. I hope this WrestleMania is good as last year's. I thought last year's was very
great.
It was very, very, very good. I was impressed. I haven't seen a WrestleMania that impressed me in probably well over a decade.
There was only one match in that WrestleMania that I did not personally enjoy. It was the Cena versus Bray Wyatt match. I talked about it all the time, how I thought that was a lame match. It was the one where the referee was trying to plead to John Cena. This isn't you,
this
John.
Isn't you, John.
This
I was
isn't
like,
you.
what the hell?
And, of course, Cena won, and, everybody knew he was going to.
Mm-hmm.
That match was kind of boring, but the rest of I wouldn't mind, going back and watching that whole WrestleMania all over again because there was such good matches, and I caught myself and sometimes not paying attention, doing something else. I'm like, wait, what just happened? I gotta rewind that and see what just happened.
Right.
So it was a good WrestleMania, just every match except for the one, and I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed watching the Undertaker lose to Brock.
I thought the start of the show was with Hogan and Stone Cold and The Rock. That was
great. It was legendary.
Yeah, something like that just gives you that feeling this is what it's all about.
I hope they don't try to recreate that moment, but if they do, they need to make it bigger. Because if they do, it's just,
nothing can get bigger than them three, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's
the people. Maybe they can do something else. I don't know, but I feel like if they try to bring them three into the ring again, most people are gonna go, "Oh, this is just like last year."
Yeah.
So hopefully they do. If they do decide to try to recreate a moment like that, maybe they'll try to increase on it. Maybe some new stable will come out and try to fight them, or I don't know, something. I just want to see Stone Cold stun some people.
Right.
The referee, I don't care.
I think NXT should have some kind of something going on.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania this year, but I doubt they're gonna do that.
They should give them a match.
Yeah.
Even before, the pre-show.
Something.
The stuff that, unless you're a paid customer.
Six-man tag match. Something.
Yeah.
Put Kevin Steen or Kevin Owens, whatever the hell. I'm still a Steen guy. But put him with a couple dudes and, Sami Zayn there. Put him with two dudes. You know what I mean? Something.
I don't know if they've actually done a six-man tag match yet. So that would definitely be interesting to see for ROH. Every time ROH does a specialty match, it's kind of cool to see because it's the first time ROH has ever done it on television. They had a no disqualification match. And that was the first time it's ever happened on television. During their pay-per-view, NXT Arrival, they had the women's title. It was a fatal four-way match. And that was the first time that ROH has ever had four women fighting in a match at the same time. And the pay-per-view before, it was the first time they had four guys fighting for the title at the same time. It was the first fatal four-way match both times. So that's kind of cool that, if we were to see that six-man tag match, it would be the first ROH, six-man tag, at least since it's been on television. So that would be interesting to see. Tacos! Talking about wrestling, I just want to mention real quick, maybe a lot of people noticed it, we certainly did, the ROH time frame got fucked up this week. I was certainly disappointed because after seeing NXT and thinking it wasn't that good, my last hope for the week of enjoying wrestling was ROH. I can't wait to see ROH.
9 o'clock Saturday.
And Saturday came around and it was like, hey,
college basketball.
ROH is coming on. And then it hit 9 o'clock. I was like, hey.
They already killed us.
ROH.
The football season.
Yeah.
The college football, I mean, they could have did something, maneuver something, I don't know, but
I wish ROH had like a bigger production, or made a bigger impact, so that put it on a different channel or something. Don't just
Spice TV.
Don't just dismiss it completely. Like some of us have to watch it.
Right, and it's cool that it comes on 3-4 times a weekend.
Yeah.
A couple times on Saturday.
I think they do a rerun at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, Sunday night. But yeah, quit messing with that time.
If you're gonna show it at 6 o'clock, because they ended up showing it at 6 o'clock instead of 9 3 hours before.
Yeah.
Put out a commercial. Something to let us know. Nobody knew.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people like, where's ROH at?
Yeah.
Before we end the video, we got a couple of announcements. We're still working on Bitch Ass of the Month, which is going to be the big thing. April, the first week of April. We're going to do a normal video. We're going to announce the Bitch Ass of the Month. We're still going through who we think that historic first Bitch Ass of the Month should be. We got our other plans. Taco eating contest, top 10s, taco making contest. So we got a lot of stuff going on in terms of what our future plans. Right now, we wanted to announce that within the first 5 minutes of this video, we flashed a picture on the screen. It's a small picture, so you might have to look very closely. Watch it over and over again if you have to find that picture. But we did flash a small picture on the screen. We want to know if anybody noticed it. And please leave us a comment. If you see it, pause it, and leave a comment of what the picture was.
Yeah.
We're not going to say what it is. We want somebody to catch it and tell us what it is. And if that works out, we'll keep that going. It'll be a fun thing. Maybe we'll involve prizes in the future. You see we're wearing dog tags, our Taco Homie dog tags. We just released these. We got an extra set. We might give that away as a prize in the future. So watch the video, check it for the picture, leave us a comment, let us know if you've seen it, what it is, what you think it might be. If you can't find it, just guess. We don't care. You might be right. Also, we're going to have a bonus video coming up in a couple days.
Yeah.
We're going on a field trip.
We are going on a field trip.
So we're gonna make a bonus video, and that'll be up hopefully, I'm thinking Thursday. So I think I get it up by Thursday. So Taco Homies, here we are.
Oh yeah, we do have merchandise coming too, as far as t-shirts, hats. We're going to have a little soundtrack even for the show, Up and coming shows, you will hear music. Once we get everything put up down at the studio, we're gonna have a live band. We're gonna have a lot of things going on. So, like I said, you're seeing it from the basement right now, and we're working our way up. So,
yeah. So our first possibility of doing any kind of merchandising will be the dog tags. This is the first thing that we came out that has our name on it, has our company on it.
Yep.
And we don't have any for sale yet, but if we get a lot of people say that they would like to maybe have their own or buy a Dustin Plates Mango Hassan replica, we will definitely invest more into getting that whole thing figured out and getting that processed.
Absolutely.
Like I said, bonus video, catch it in a couple days. It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
Taco Bro's gonna get his first time to actually speak up, and other than that, thank you for watching, and see you next week.
All right, y'all. Enjoy your day.
Cowboys.